Hey, what's up, everybody? I don't know how well this is gonna work, but we're gonna give it a shot. Welcome back to my channel. The last couple days, I've been off a little bit more this week because of Christmas holiday. So, I've decided to do some reorganization and stuff. I took a bunch of stuff to storage. I brought some stuff out of storage. One of the things I brought out of storage to go through, because I may sell some stuff, I'm not really sure, because I'm not quite 100%, I don't remember 100% what all I have with these figures. And I mean, you see the title of the video. This is my full Mattel WWE action figure collection. As you see, two big tubs full of them here. A lot of the ones in the bottom are custom figures, characters that I created back in the day. But these all up here are actually just straight from the package figures. So I figured, why not, make a video out of it, show some of my collection. Like I said, I'm not sure how this is gonna work. I have the camera set up. Hopefully you'll be able to see everything really well. First off, we'll go with some of these that are still in the box, just because I basically, as soon as I ordered these arrived, I ended up putting my wrestling figures into storage because I moved. But this is one of the ones here, the ringside exclusive Hardy Boys figures. Actually, let me change this a little bit more here. A little bit like that. Let's see, does that work better? Yeah, there we go. But yeah, the Hardy Boys ringside exclusive set, basically back when they were the Brood, or they had just left the Brood and kind of went on out on their own. I love these figures a lot. These are really, really cool. I haven't gotten a chance to open them and check them out. Next, this came in the same order as the Hardy Boys. It is the double pack of Triple H, aka Hurst Helmsley, with the ninth wonder of the world, China's first Mattel WWE action figure. Again, I haven't been able to open these and check them out, but I saw pictures right after this release, and like, man, what a figure. So cool that we actually finally got a China figure. Love those. A lot of this packaging too, with Triple H and China on that side, and then on that side there. So cool. Really, really dig that a lot. Next up, we got a couple of figures that I still had on the card just because I hadn't opened them yet, because I didn't have anywhere to put them. So whenever I had to pack them up, I just kind of ripped the rest that were cut, or either cut or ripped the rest of the carding off, just so that I could pack them away and they'd be safe. We have this Bret Hart figure. I think it was the SummerSlam, one of the SummerSlam series of the basics, and you can see some of the other figures in this line: Jeff Hardy, Miz, AJ Styles, and then the Becky Lynch here. I think this was the first basic after she became the man. I had bought this, I think partly for, or mostly because I thought about using it for a Stephanie McMahon Helmsley custom. And then I'd found these two. I think I'd found these two at like Five Below or something. I can't remember, but I went ahead and bought both of them because I was going to customize one of them into a like a TNA, with like when she was with Test and Albert back after she first debuted in WWE, which now they've made an elite figure of her, of that. But yeah, so I still may do that though. I'm not really sure yet. Speaking of customs, the first one here, I got this Legends Bobby the Brain Heenan. This is the one that comes with the Weasel suit. I've gotten this one mainly to make a Jerry the King Lawler custom, an Attitude Era Jerry the King Lawler. And I have one of the heads in here too, like the old Titantron Live figure that I had gotten from someone. This one right here. Hopefully you can see that. I'd gotten that one there to go on this body and make an Attitude Era Jerry the King Lawler figure. And I had a bunch of the heads and hands and stuff in this bag here. It's all heads and hands, and then some accessories in here. Then we've got the I think this is Legends Warrior. I had picked this one up mainly to make a like an Attitude Era Vince McMahon figure. Still not sure exactly if I'm gonna do that or if I'm gonna sell it off or what have you. It's a really cool figure though. I'm not a big Warrior fan, but Mattel did a really good job on that figure. They got this Eddie Guerrero. I think this was the Legends, the Target exclusive, like Legends Eddie Guerrero. The main one that I wanted from that line was Eddie. This figure is really, really cool. I got a couple of these Triple H figures because I got here this one here, which I'm gonna keep one the way it is, and then I've got two other ones. This is back whenever Amazon, they went on sale on Amazon for like $10 or something like that. It was a really cheap price, and I ended up grabbing a few. Number one, because of the jeans, because I just love the way that these jeans are painted, and two, because they came with the cloth Degeneration X shirt. So I grabbed a couple for that, mainly the shirt, because that's just really awesome, and it can go on some of the other DX members that I own. Next up, we've got the Kyle O'Reilly. This is just the I think, is this the Chase? Is this the Chase one, or is it the other one that's the Chase? Either way, as soon as there was a Kyle O'Reilly figure, I loved this guy in Ring of Honor. I actually got to go see Ring of Honor live a couple times and got to see this guy. I was a really big fan of his. I mean, I still am. He's still an awesome wrestler. But you know, especially now that what recently happened, I'm not sure when this video will release, but what recently happened, really glad to have picked up a Mattel WWE Kyle O'Reilly figure. Speaking of Kyle O'Reilly, we've got one of his cohorts, his teammates here. We got the basic Roderick Strong, basic. I think I just said that twice, but the Roderick Strong basic here. This one, I think this wasn't the one in the. This is the common one, I think, right? And the one in the black is the Chase. I can't keep up with this stuff, but I'd pick this up at Walmart, basically for the head, because I have a Roddy custom, so I wanted to pop the head. I used an old CM Punk head. I can show that later on, but yeah, Roderick Strong, again, mainly for the head. There's no rhyme or reason to the way these are. It's kind of chaotic. So I've got like elites and basics and ultimates all mixed together. So I want to save the ultimates, I think, for a little bit later, and stick with the elites and basics. Then we've got the Christian, the debut WWE debut Christian in the Brood. I love this figure so much. I wish I would have grabbed another one when this figure was still retail price, especially for the shirt. They did awesome on the sculpting, especially in the arms. It could have been a little baggier, I think, but like such an awesome figure. Next up, I have the Eric Young. I bought this one here right after he left. Either was he released or did he just leave WWE? But I bought this on Amazon for like $13 right after, or like the day of, before it like skyrocketed, which it didn't end up doing. But it's still a really cool figure when he was with his group Sanity in NXT. I really like EY. He is very underrated. And that figure is really, really cool though. So I mean, I'm happy to have it, even though it didn't, you know, end up going up in value or anything like that. Which that's not why I bought it, but it's just they did a really good job with that one. Next up, we got the Shayna Mack. Ended up getting this on eBay, loose on eBay. Came in really good condition, pretty much mint condition. Really, really like this King of the Ring when he fought Kurt Angle. Man, that match was awesome. Had to have this Shayna Mack. I loved Shane McMahon back in the day, especially Attitude Era when he was just the spoiled rich kid. Speaking of Shayna Mack, we got the basic when he fought X-Pac at WrestleMania, which is really cool. Shayna Mack, the champ, 1, 2, 3, I've got your number. Like that was a really good match too. Shane McMahon was severely underrated, man. He was really entertaining to watch. And I guess, I mean, until even recent years when he's gotten to the ring, 50-something years old, he's still really, really fun to watch. Speaking of X-Pac, we got the classic X-Pac red and black with the silver trim basic figure. One of my favorite, X-Pac, man. Sean Waltman, one of my favorites for sure. He was so entertaining to watch, so underrated. Love some X-Pac. A lot of my figures are going to be like Attitude Era figures because that is the era that I grew up in. That's the era that I love. And most are WWE guys because that was my brand. That's what I watched. Let's move some of these out of the way. Not sure how long this video is going to be. I'm going to try not to make it like insanely long. But I got a lot of stuff to show, so we'll see. Speaking of Attitude Era, we've got Farooq. I need to repaint the eyebrows, some of the hair on this one, maybe touch up the singlet a little bit. Got this second hand off of someone on Instagram for a steal. Like, it was such a good price, and this was one of my most wanted figures. Was this Nation of Domination Farooq, and I did get the hat as well. The hat is over here in one of these bags. Got the little hat that goes with him as well. In the same group as him, I got this Edge as well, which again are really good price for both of these highly sought after figures. And he came with his jacket and I don't think he came with his sunglasses, but that's not a big deal. But yeah, and he looks so good with Christian. Then we've got the V1 Matt Hardy version 1 figure. Really, really like this figure a lot. I love I loved this era of Matt Hardy. I loved the black on white attire and everything. Not a huge fan of this head sculpt or head scan that they did of him exactly, but the figure is really cool. And then it's got the other shirt as well. Then we've got two of the Hacksaw Jim Duggan figures. This is a really good figure. I got these for $10, I think, on Amazon a couple years ago, and I mainly got them for customs. I want to make a Taz an ECW or WWE Taz with one of them, and I'm not really sure about the other, but because this is one of those kind of rare molds, I wanted to strike while the iron was hot and go ahead and get a couple. I ended up getting 2. I honestly wish I would have gotten more, but yeah. And I got these straight from Amazon. So I have all the accessories. He comes with a shirt. He comes with his infamous 2x4. Then we've got this was the ringside exclusive WCW Macho Man. And unfortunately I lost the glasses at some point, unless they're just hidden somewhere in my stuff. But this one I actually customized. I changed out the gloves, and then I added these little things because he wore the big, fingerless gloves during his WCW run. I eventually want to mod the tassels here to make them more accurate, to where they're like basically cut this front part off and then glue it so it's just more accurate to what it actually looked like. But really glad I got that. I've had that figure for a long time. Next we have, let me move these guys over here. Speaking of WCW, we've got the icon Sting. I love this figure a lot. Sting, one of my favorites of all time. He was always so entertaining to watch, especially during the WCW when he was the Crow. That was the era I grew up in, but Surfer Sting was also really cool. Really glad to have this one. I have all the accessories and everything with him as well. Love that figure a lot. And then we have a couple of Triple H figures from various ones. I've got this one here. Hopefully you can really see all the details. This attire was so basic really for Triple H, but I loved it a lot. One of his like later attires with the the really short hair and all that stuff on that one. And then we've got another one. This is a basic. And we've got a basic. Again, I really love the attire with the iron crosses on the pads and everything. Just really cool. I'm a big fan of Triple H. Then we've got the old defining moments. Triple H. He's headless at the moment, but still have that figure from years and years ago. So, any more Triple H's before I move on? Just try to get them all out, all together. Here's another one. Here's another basic Triple H. So yeah, just like all the Triple H's and all the different attires. That might be it. I don't know. We got this the Kurt Angle, the Milkomania Kurt Angle. I ended up getting this loose on eBay. Came with all the accessories and stuff too, and this was back when it was for some reason no one wanted this figure. I got it for like $13 or something with all the accessories. This figure is awesome, terribly underrated. The shirt is really cool. The shirt that's based off of the whole 1996 Olympics in Atlanta. Love that figure. Such a cool figure. Oh yeah, I forgot I had this one here. Speaking of Surfer Sting, I mentioned Surfer Sting earlier. This figure is really cool. The colors are just awesome. He was it's crazy the fact that he used to be such a colorful I was gonna say character. I hate that word when it comes to wrestling, but his deco was so colorful, all the bright colors, and with the bleached blonde hair and stuff, and basically for the last 20 years it's been all about the black and white. I wish eventually he would kind of go back to the bright colors, but I don't think it'll happen. So cool though. This figure is really cool. I like it a lot. Then we got the big Viscera. this figure right here, huge. This figure is huge, man, and it's pretty heavy too. You know, not a huge fan of this guy, but I did enjoy the Ministry of Darkness that he was a part of with the Undertaker. So when they announced this figure, I had to have it. I actually pre-ordered this one from Entertainment Earth back when it came out. But yeah, it's a really cool figure. He comes with different hands too. He's got the V. Basically, they reused the Vader hands. He's got extra hands. He came with the Hardcore Championship, which was cool because I did not have that belt. But speaking of big men, we got, it's Sexual Chocolate, Mark Henry. I wasn't a huge fan of this era of Mark Henry exactly, but I remember it fondly because you know, that was the era that I watched. But yeah, the Mark Henry, I got this one loose on eBay, I think too, for a really good price. Luckily, because this one is, or at least the last time I checked, this one was going for quite a bit of money. Just because it was, I think it was a Target exclusive. It was an exclusive somewhere, which you know, automatically kind of makes a figure more rare because it's harder to get a hold of. Speaking of Mark Henry, we got the Godfather, one of his teammates in the Nation of Domination back when he was Kama Mustafa. We got Charles Wright, aka the Godfather. Come aboard the whole train. Loved that gimmick so much. And I have all the accessories and stuff. He's got his hat, he's got sunglasses, he's got a little the gold necklace that comes on. He's got a pimp cane. Just such a cool figure. Eventually, I hope I can get the Kama figure as well, because I want to customize it and make it into a Nation Kama. All right, man. Then we got one of the greatest tag teams of all time. We got Bubba and Devon, the Dudley Boys, or Bubba Ray Dudley. Bubba Ray Bubba, Bully, but really glad to have these two highly sought after figures for sure, the elites. I also had the basics that they released. Speaking of which, there's Bubba. I'm not sure, Devon's probably in here too, but there's the Devon. Okay, maybe not. I thought maybe he was, but he's not. I don't see. Oh well. But yeah, I have the basics, the basic ones too. I have to wait and see if I get Devon. Hey, Devon's in here somewhere. Love these figures a lot. I'm thinking about eventually leaving these the way they are, of course, but taking the basics and customizing them to be classic WWE Dudleys, like back when they were feuding with the Hardys and Edge of Christian. Maybe I'll do that one day. I've had plans to do that forever, and I just haven't gotten to it. Then we've got Lana. I don't really know. I liked her because of the attire that she was, and I was like, you know, she could make a good, like, kind of like I don't know, assistant type figure. Back when I had my fig fed, she could be like a secretary, or she could even be like a general manager or something like that, some sort of authority figure, just because of the way she looked, the attire and everything. Let's see, who next? Got a bunch of Undertaker figures. Undertaker, one of my favorites of all times, and just because he has reinvented himself so often over the years. He's got so many different looks and everything. There's this one. Then I've got this one here, which unfortunately has a loose arm. That's just the way it came. because that happens with Mattel sometimes. You just get right out of the box and they're loose or something like that. And then this one here that I actually tweaked, put on a different head, put on different boots, which don't really fit exactly well for that era. That era is my favorite era of the Undertaker. That might be. And then I got this little one, the little retro of the Undertaker, back with the purple gloves. Gonna pick you up and throw you down. Really like that Undertaker, that era of the Undertaker too, which I mean that's the same. That's the same era there. The Undertaker. Speaking of Undertaker, got my custom Paul Bearer figure that I made. Made him all, beefy and stuff like he should be. Like completely sculpted, like the legs and the belly and everything like that. Really, really proud of that one. I like that one a lot. We got Roddy Piper. Love this figure a lot. My favorite head scan. I really like the one with the double pack with Mr. T as well. I like that head scan that likeness is really good too, but I love this head scan a lot. We got the whole damn show, Mr. Monday Night, Mr. Pay-Per-View, all the monikers that you could call him. We got Rob Van Dam. Love this figure a lot. He's tweaked a little, did some painting on him and stuff. So he's not factory. Really love this figure though a lot. Glad that we're finally getting some more Mattel WWE figures. Checking to make sure I was still recording. Speaking of Rob Van Dam, got this old deluxe aggression Rob Van Dam figure still. With I loved the fingers that they gave for that one. Still really like that figure. Got another deluxe aggression too of Sabu, the homicidal, suicidal, genocidal, death-defying maniac Sabu. I also have bodies in here of the deluxe aggression Sandman and Tommy Dreamer because I used their heads on Mattel Customs, but I kept the bodies just in case I ever decided to put them back on. Got another Sting here, the very first Mattel WWE Sting that they did. Love this Sting so much. He is not factory. I changed the arms on him because the arms are just way too ripped. Love this figure so much. I've got all the accessories too, the trench coat and all that stuff. We got this Shawn Michaels, which is really good. I like this one a lot. Wearing the long pants, the chaps. And I got this Shawn Michaels here, this basic, I think it's a Royal Rumble series. Love this head scan so much. It's the only time I ever found this figure, so I'm glad I picked it up when I did. I just really liked the attire on this one. And like I said, the head scan is really cool. Only bad thing is it's a basic, so his tattoo is not, the heart is not red. Speaking of Shawn Michaels, we got this other Shawn Michaels. This is the Elite. The Elite figure with the entrance grates attire on it. Love this figure so much. Like one of the Grail figures that I wanted because I think that they back in the day Jax made a version of this that I remember having. So when Mattel made one, I jumped all over it. We got the Bunny, if anybody remembers Bunny from NXT with what was it, Adam Rose. Got the Bunny though. I loved this figure so much because it's just weird. It's just a weird figure. So you'll see him pop up a lot in figure photography around Easter. Everybody decides to use him. We got a couple of Finn Balor. We got this basic. I used to really love Finn Balor. But Finn Balor in that one, and you got this one here. It's more of like a more plain kind of attire. Then we've got this Elite, which is just freaking incredible. Love this one a lot. I love that back design. That's one of the reasons why I really fell in love with Finn Balor. When he was the Demon, he had some of the coolest designs. Then we've got Goldust, the classic Goldust. I love this figure so damn much. It's so cool. And I've got the wig and everything too. I love this figure a lot. One of my favorite guys of all time. I love some Goldust. He was always so entertaining. We've got the Man of 1,000 Holds, Dean Malenko. Love that guy so much. Oh, and this one has some of the custom knee pads that I did for a while. That way that they were more posable back when I had a fig fed and did figure photography and stuff. It was just much easier to than the big leg sleeves that barely wanted to move. Got a basic AJ Styles. This was no, this is not the one. I was about to say this is his debut, but no, it's not. It's not his debut. Speaking of AJ, we've got an Elite AJ. It's a really cool figure. I love the color. The deco is just really cool. The blue and white and black, it looks so good. We have got Lita. Really love this figure a lot. The head scan is not the best, but the everything else is so awesome with this figure. So good. We got Bray Wyatt. This is his first Elite figure. Again, I have all the accessories. I have the hat and the shirt and everything like that. Back when I really liked Bray Wyatt, I liked when he was the. I've been kind of holding it way over here, haven't I? But the NXT Bray Wyatt, so much better than the Fiend. I love the whole swamp prophet kind of thing that he had going on. Then we've got the I think it was the Legends series, Eddie Guerrero. I loved this era so much. This was the Latino Heat era with China, and this one here comes with the roses and stuff. He and China used to come down and he'd give her a rose and all that stuff. Such a cool figure. I loved this era of Eddie. We've got Ric Flair, which I put this robe that I had from back in the day on this one, but this was the Four Horsemen figure, the Four Horsemen pack figure, and I threw that robe on because why not? I don't know, Ric Flair looks weird when he doesn't have a robe. Then we've got the WCW 2000 Macho Man, and again I have all the accessories that come with him. Love this figure a lot. Not the best era of Macho Man, but still pretty cool. I always thought he was really good at reinventing himself as well. We got Charlotte Flair. This was the big defining moment, Charlotte Flair. So I have her big robe and everything like this. And this one I had modified because I don't think this is the head. I don't think this is the factory head that came with her, but I had modified it so that this head could go on because I like this head a lot more than the one that came with her. But for a while, this was the definitive, and I put little decals on it, the CF. But then for a while, this was the definitive Charlotte Flair figure. Then we've got, well, I'll skip that one for just a minute. We got the NWO, the 2-pack that came with Scott Hall. I guess Scott Hall is in the bottom one, because I do have both of them. Can't remember if that's the factory head or if I swapped the head. I can't remember. We got that. We've got the Booker T, or King Booker. This was the King Booker one because he has his scepter and crown and all that kind of stuff that comes with him. Love this figure so much. This was heavily sought after for a long time. It may still be, I'm not sure, but I love that attire. I love the white attire. I thought several times about using this figure and modifying it into a more like WWE like debut sort of time frame when he was like feuding with Austin and stuff, but I can't bring myself to desecrate that figure. There's one of Hacksaw's 2x4s. We got a little briefcase. Oh yeah, it's got the little $1 Million Man money in here that I had from the Jax days still. We got this little guy, I can't remember what his name was. El Torito, I think it was. Another one of those like weird figures. And this was back during this. I mean, this was a basic figure too, but like it has so much articulation. This is back when the basic figures were still awesome. But for $10, you got this little guy with like, he's fully articulated, like crazy articulation on this little guy. And I ended up like that was molded to him. I ended up like modding it so that you could take it off so that he was more posable and stuff. This is just one of those weird figures that, ended up getting for some reason, So I couldn't pass up on it, which is too cool. Then we've got the basic Kane, which I got for like 10 or 13, like between $10 and $13. It was really, really cheap from somebody on Instagram, because I want to put the Ringside exclusive Kane, the unmasked Undertaker when he was Imposter Kane. I want to put that on this figure. And then we got this custom that I did of the Hell in a Cell Mankind. Don't know if you can get a good, like, really see him really well, but like the head is, I used a Dolph Ziggler hair piece on this one. Fully like resculpted the mouth and everything, and like really like this figure a lot though. I'm not gonna say anything about those just yet. Let's move on now to the next thing. Some of these I'm gonna pass just because they're custom, they're created wrestlers, so you're not gonna know who they are anyway, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, okay, here is the other. This is the same Kevin Nash figure, but it's just a different head. And again, I'm not sure if this one is the factory, or if this one was the factory head. I want to say it was this one, but I got two of those. I think I have two Scott Halls as well, one with the factory head and one with a different head. And here's one of them right here. Again, not sure which is which, but got that there. I've got a custom referee that I used for my Fig Fed. His name is Nigel Davies. And then we've got Christian, headless at the moment, but I got that era Christian figure. which is really, really cool because I was using this for like a custom guy for a while, but I want to put the Christian head back on him and everything. We've got the ringside exclusive, The List, Chris Jericho. Even though I'm not a big fan of Chris Jericho anymore, but I used to be a big fan of Chris Jericho. Hopefully I'm holding that really well. Hopefully you can see well because of the background. Let me see if I can put this up so that's not such a like hodgepodge of stuff. Let's do that. See if that works better. That works a little bit better. Hopefully the lighting's okay. We got the basic Hulk Hogan, which I modified. I put some Cena shoes on him because he wore the Converse. And then we've got, I made a custom. This is one of my favorite eras of Triple H here. And so I took a basic figure and made a custom using the Defining Moments head. Then we've got the Big Boss Man. Got the Elite X-Pac. Got the Ric Flair with the actual robe that came with him. So you can see this is the Jax robe. This is the Mattel robe. Have to say I like the Jax robe better. It's brighter, more vibrant. It's actually shiny. But yeah, that was the what was it, like the retro, the GameStop like retro line figure. Still really like that figure a lot. You got the Legends of Bam Bam Bigelow, and then we've got the I forget what series that was. We got both of those Bam Bam Bigelows. This one, terrible QC issues with this one here, because the yellow is just like so spotty, and it's really like just not thick enough in some parts. It's not that great. Still love Bam Bam Bigelow. Missed out on the new one that just came out a little while ago, unfortunately. The same with this guy, the man they call Vader. Missed out on the newest one that they did, which basically was like Japanese Vader, or like from his days in Japan. See, make sure it's still recording. Yeah, this is a long video. I hope you're still with me. If you are, I appreciate it. We got the now released Nia Jax. I used to really like Nia Jax back in the day. Then we've got the this Ric Flair here. Was this the Defining Moments Ric Flair? I can't remember what series this was. Really like this Flair though a lot. I love that. That was his last match, wasn't it? The one with Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania. Got a bunch of custom guys. I got another Lana. Only because she kind of reminded me of Miss Madness from WCW, to go with Macho Man. We got Luke Harper, aka Brody Lee, which is customized. He's got a little bit of hair on his forearms, and he's got an actual cloth wife beater. Really, really like this figure a lot. Trying to weed through some of these call guys that we got here. through some of the... Oh, yeah. Entrance greats. Kurt Angle. Love this figure so much. I eventually want to do something with the... I'm going to sand his jaw down a little bit. Looking a little Jay Leno for my liking. We've got this Chris Jericho. Ringside. This is a Ringside exclusive, I believe. Got Mankind. We got this Becky Lynch. This was her first figure, wasn't it? This is back when basics were still pretty decent. Got a bunch of... I got an, if anybody remembers Ariel from the WWE's sad reincarnation of ECW. She got a little bit of something on her cheek. That's a Jax figure there on that one. We got a Stephanie McMahon. Got another Demon, Finn Balor. This was really cool too. And again with that back design. More. That's Bryan Danielson here, which is not factory. I think it's I did a head swap because I really like that head a lot on this figure. I got a custom Arn Anderson. Basically, I put the Four Horsemen figure on a suited body. I think I repainted the shirt just to make it different. Here's that. This is that Roddy, that Roderick Strong custom that I was talking about that I had, that I made forever ago. I really like it though, and yeah, he's got the really you know, not very muscular body because it's supposed to be back when he was like Ring of Honor and Pro Wrestling Guerrilla and stuff like that. He wasn't shredded. Then we've got the Razor Ramon. Really like that figure a lot. Got this weird. This is just something like fan that I made from like putting a Marvel Legends figure head on a Titantron line body. Just some random fan. We got Paul Heyman. I have another Paul Heyman. I have like a more classic Paul Heyman as well. There. We got Austin Aries. If anybody remembers Austin Aries. Such a talent, so amazing in the ring. Too bad he, as a wrestler, amazing. As a person, not so much. Got another Triple H. This one is, I love this head scan a lot. I love the, he's basically bald with a beard. We got Scott Hall. We've got the King of Bada Bing, DDP, with the I think this is the basic head on the Elite figure, which I had to modify to get it to fit, and then I did like a little bit of a wash on the head or the hair. Love this figure a lot. Love me some DDP. We've got this era of Goldust, which is really cool. More custom guys. I got a suited Dean Malenko. I think that's the original color of the shirt underneath, is that blue. We've got The Rock. This is the Elite. I'm not sure which Elite this is, but he's got a basic head on this figure, which the neck, it needs modding because he's got a giraffe neck going on. We got the zombie Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's a little messed up there. I love this figure so much because of that smoking skull, man. I had to get this one. Because I also have the zombie Triple H. Because again, just awesome. Then we've got this is when the Hardys made their return at WrestleMania. After years of being in WWE. The first Hardy Boys Mattel figures in so long. So I had to have those. That was that 2-pack. We got another Elite Triple H. Got a lot of Triple H's. We got... Oh yeah. We got Albert, aka Tenzai. Ugh. The gimmick was bad, but he's a little modded though. It's a different. I think it's a different head that I put on him. He's got the Japanese characters painted over. I removed the stuff, the Japanese characters from his face and all that kind of stuff. Got another Jeff Hardy here. Elite Jeff Hardy. The detail on his tattoos, man, were just insane with Mattel's figures. We got this Chris Jericho. Loved this era of Chris Jericho, man. And I absolutely love. I really wish I could have gotten a second one of these back when the figure wasn't too expensive, and repaint the pants to make the purple variant of these tights. I really like that one a lot. Then we got a basic Rock. We got an Elite Stone Cold Steve Austin, which I modded to give him the thicker thighs. Because Mattel never gives him the skinniest legs, like thighs, in the world. And I'm like, the dude had some beefy thighs, man. Then we've got this Vince McMahon. Got another Stone Cold. Really, really like this Stone Cold. I love that shirt design. Got a basic Undertaker. And again, I have all the accessories. All the accessories are in a container all by themselves. We got the World's Most Dangerous Man, Ken Shamrock. Again, wish I could have gotten a second one of these figures before they were super expensive. Just to do the blue variant of his attire, because that was my favorite one. Alright, there we go. That's the debut. Debut AJ Styles. Then we've got Do Love. Love that figure. We've got Suplex City Brock Lesnar. He's a little modified. I can't remember exactly what what the mod is. It might be the head. I think it might be the head and the gloves on him. Because I have this Brock Lesnar, and then I have the Elite, or the Ringside exclusive, like, debut. This is when I loved Brock Lesnar. Back there during this era. The next big thing, Brock Lesnar. Then we've got Team Angle era Kurt. Really love this figure. Maybe eventually we'll get Haas and Benjamin to go with him. This is the original release of the Cactus Jack with a cloth shirt that I made for him. Then we've got Mr. Ass. Got Badass Billy Gunn, modified. He's got the unfortunately, because they don't make the right style of boots, is he's got white kickers on, but I also made a decal and put Mr. Ass on the back of his trunks, and a couple extra of the lips on his tights, and then repainted I think I did some sculpting and repainted the hair on that one. We got another Bray Wyatt as well. We got the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, son of a plumber, right there during his WWE run and the polka dots. Yeah, that's a basic of that one. We got the Amazon exclusive Mankind. And yes, this is the Amazon exclusive one. Because didn't they re-release this one in like a regular Elite or something like that? Man, it's taking forever. We got this Shawn Michaels with painted chest hair, because for some reason Mattel just did not want to do chest hair for a long time on Shawn Michaels. Oh, speaking of Shawn Michaels, I forgot this one too. This like street attire Shawn Michaels. Boots don't really work too well, they make him too tall. Then we got this Bret Hart, the Defining Moments, was it? Defining Moments? Had this forever. Then we've got classic Macho Man. Again, I have I have the headband. It's probably in my stuff somewhere. We got this random basic Undertaker wearing brown pants. There he is. There's Devon. That's the Elite one. The other one was the basic. This one's the Elite. Then we've got a bunch of canes all together. For some reason, I put all the canes together. But we've got this one. We got this one. These are just the Elites. I don't have the Ultimate. Got this era. Then we've got the one that comes with the Undertaker, the Imposter Kane with the mask on, which makes him look like a bobblehead. Got another Stone Cold Steve Austin. This is the one that came with the camo jacket and everything. Was that Defining Moments? I think that was Defining Moments. Another Elite Triple H. A lot of Triple H. Got this Jericho here. Basic Jericho. Oh, we got another Deluxe Aggression, Kevin Thorne. If you remember WWE's ECW with Kevin Thorne and Ariel, they were cool. I liked them. Then we've got, forgot about her. For some reason, I've got Lana's head on Stephanie body. I think I was using, I don't know what I was doing with that, but oh, then we got this this Undertaker. Got another Undertaker. This one was my favorite Undertaker for a while. My favorite Undertaker figure. I really like this head scan they did. We got a custom Jim Ross, good old JR. Anybody remember Neville? He's modified. Got thicker thighs on him. Then we've got Kevin Nash. And then we got a modified Road Dogg. Changed out the torso and because he had the big old rubber shirt. We've got Commissioner Foley. Not the best custom I've ever done. I wish I could redo it and actually give the hair texture. It's just flat. CM Punk. And Christian. And that is it. That is my entire... Oh, wait, you know what? I never... These are my Ultimate Edition figures. They got the Shawn Michaels. I've got the Triple H, which was my first one. I've got The Rock, which I wish I would have pre-ordered this one. I wish I would have gotten two since this one has become such, so sought after. And my most recent one, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Alright, now that is it. That is all of my Mattel WWE figures, and I'll show you the mess I have now. Look at this. This is ridiculous. And then, a bunch of random calls and stuff like that, and you've got security guys. There's this Lita. It's an old Jax Lita. That is it. I also have a bunch of the accessories. Some of them, a lot of them are still in storage. A lot of the cloth accessories and what have you. But yeah, that is it, guys. Over an hour. So if you watched through this entire video, I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed going through it. I figured I was doing it anyway. Why not make a video? Why not make some content? But as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.